Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie Part 1. It is Sunday, September 21st, 2025, and I'm so happy you are joining us. Mom and I are traveling today, and we are in Portland, Maine, in the middle of our Canada and New England cruise, celebrating my sister's birthday, which is today. So happy birthday to you, Yvonne. We are spending the day visiting with Yvonne's son and enjoying the port. I'm sure we're having so much fun, and I can't wait to tell you all about the cruise when we get back. But we have pre-recorded videos to share with you today, so let's turn the camera around to the desktop and get started. We're back in the September through December mini catalog this week using a brand new suite that I am just in love with. Let me flip over here. We are in pages 32 and 33 and more. This is the Peaceful Garden Suite, and I've shared some project ideas with this already. This was a suite that Stampin' Up! Highlighted early in June for demonstrators who participated in Creativity Now. It includes this beautiful blue and white paper. There's also a little Lost Lagoon in here, some cloud cover. I guess that's cloud cover, not Lost Lagoon. Some cloud cover, some basic beige, crumb cake. It is just so gorgeous. And the thing I love about this suite is that it's not specifically for Christmas, although I do think it makes beautiful Christmas cards. There is a glitter paper pack. It describes the colors in here as blue, soft green, and dark gray. I would describe them as Secrecy, cloud cover, and gosh, really bright. Maybe Azure Afternoon even. Like, it is a very bright blue. I think brighter than most of the colors in the designer paper, but it's still a fun glitter paper color. The stamp set Peace on Earth has coordinating dies. Now this is a sentiment stamp set, but I really think the dies are where the magic is here. Like I said, the sentiments are not just for Christmas. We've got the peace, love, joy, and peace on earth with the doves. So classic, but we also have some other things like with deepest sympathy, heartfelt prayers, and all the best in your new adventure. I love this one. Big hugs for a good friend. Actually, we're going to use that one tonight. The Peace on Earth dies include 2 doves, 2 labels, 2 little leaves, like a little branch, some stars, and then this die cuts little envelopes. They're so cute. We're actually going to use them on our card tonight. The embellishments in this suite are the Hues of Blues flowers, and I think these are really pretty. They are a little bit, what do I want to say? Like, they're not super bumpy, but they are just really hard and firm. So they're not a low profile embellishment, but I think they're gorgeous. And I'm realizing I forgot the ribbon. So let me grab that really quick. This ribbon is gorgeous. It is Misty Moonlight with like a silver little tinsel lining, and it is so very pretty. We're also going to use this on the card tonight. I'm trying to use a little bit of everything, including the last part of this suite, which is the embossing folder. This is called the Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder, and you can see it has a beautiful frame, and inside the frame is the shape of a label. So you can die cut that label out of the center of the frame, or you can layer over it. Now, this is not a hybrid embossing folder, which means that you can't put the die inside of the embossing folder, but it does work and line up as a coordinating die to go with the bundle. The Peaceful Garden stamp set has all these amazing elements in it. Lots of fun ideas here in the catalog. I always love to case the catalog. And so I just love some of the ideas here, like the little framed art that they show and the gift with the wrapped candles. I think no matter what you use it for, whether it is for Christmas, New Year's, or just sending a little hug to someone, you're really going to love the Peaceful Garden Suite. And I almost forgot, there is a coordinating scrapbooking workshop kit called Peaceful Days. So if you love scrapbooking, these are pre-designed pages for you so you can put them all together. I love these scrapbooking workshop kits for the ease of being able to just kind of create beautiful page layouts that are already designed. So they're kind of like the Kids collection, but for scrapbooking. They're kind of amazing. So that's the coordinating scrapbook kit. You're going to find that in the mini catalog. There also, you can get the designer paper alone, and you can also get the designer paper with a sticker sheet that is also available as part of the scrapbooking workshop kit. All right, so for our card tonight, let me show you some samples first, actually. I'm like squirreling all over the place. Here is a card that I created during my 12 Days of Christmas video series. I used the rub-ons from the annual catalog to add a little bling with the leaf and that cute little dove with the, I just love that little letter. This is a cloud cover card base with the embossed background. And then here are some cards that we made during Creativity Now. So this one uses some strips of paper and the die cut leaves with some of the flowers on there. This one is really fun. It opens up. It has this awesome ribbon, and it opens up to have a kind of like a top little gatefold card, I guess. I love that. All the little elements, all the little details are so beautiful. And this one, I'd lost it for a little while, but I found my little tag that goes into the pocket here. Sending love. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I added the dove on this one. That wasn't part of the original card design from Creativity Now. Oh, I have to show you my bracelet. This was a gift from Sharon Groves, and she made a necklace to go with it. I have the gift box here, and I think I showed it around my birthday. It's so beautiful, though, and I couldn't help myself with the beautiful blues. I had to bring that in with the designer paper. I thought it just coordinated so nice. So thank you again to Sharon for this beautiful gift. Now, these beads are all made out of paper, and we'll have to have Sharon on sometime as a guest stamper to show us how she did this, because I still can't hardly believe that these are paper. So a little strip of paper and then all curled up to create those paper beads. Just absolutely stunning. So thank you so much, Sharon. It's so thoughtful of you to create that for me. All right, let's get started with our card tonight. Now, it is going to be pretty straightforward and simple. So I decided not to do all the die cutting ahead of time. So we are going to do some really quick and simple die cutting with some of these pieces. I'm using Misty Moonlight for my card base. And so that piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And this is going to go on the Misty Moonlight card base. So this is kind of sort of subtle. It's color on color with Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight. And then we're going to die cut a label from Cloud Cover. So let's get that die out. And I believe it is the larger of the two that fits so perfectly in that space. And you can use the smaller one, and then it's just going to have a little bit of a layer around it, which is a nice look too. But I think for our sentiment, we're going to need the bigger one. I'm going to die cut both doves and also the letters, and then I'm going to use the bigger branch and cut that one out with some of the glitter paper. So like I said, we're going to use a whole bunch of things and die cut our pieces for this card. Because this stamp set doesn't have any stamp images in it, I kind of relied on the images in the die set to create the focal image. I think we can do multiple pieces at once here. This is the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it's so perfect for these little jobs. While it does fit all the dies in this stamp set, the coordinating embossing folder will not fit through the mini machine, and so you'll want to have the large Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for that. Next up, I'm going to do the doves and the little letters, and that's going to all be on the basic white cardstock, and we'll send that through. It's trying to slide around on me. Oh my gosh, so cute. This die with the letters does die cut 2 of them at the same time. I think we're only going to use 1 on the card, so I'll save the other one for another project. And before I lose these tiny little dies, I think I need to get them right back on my sheet. Look at that, so simple and cute. This is one of my favorite bundles in the new mini catalog. All right, time for some stamping. I am using the Misty Moonlight ink to stamp the sentiment, "Big hugs for a good friend," at the top of the cloud cover label. And for the inside, I'm gonna do "Sending Love" at the top of the basic white cardstock. Also on the inside, I'm going to add the longer of the 2 strips. So this is 1 inch by 4 inches. And then I'm using the same pattern on the front of the card. This one is 1 by 3.5 inches. And this is going to go right across the bottom underneath where the label will go. I'm going to cut a piece of ribbon to go on the front. So let's use our good scissors. A little more, and this is going to go across. I'm just going to use some of the Stampin' Seal to put that down, and then our label is going to go on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Lining it right up with the frame. So easy. I'm gonna take the dove that has the wider wings and add this to the front of the card with Stampin' Dimensionals. And we'll use a little bit of the liquid adhesive, the liquid glue, to tuck the letter right underneath the dove. And you could, if you wanted to, use a different color, but I kind of love just the white on white. Oh, no, I almost forgot. I was supposed to put our glitter branch underneath the dove. Oh man. Okay. She's so delicate. I gotta be really careful. Okay. I think she's okay. Oh boy. I'm going to add with liquid glue the glitter die cut. Across the bottom. So the dove is kind of like on the branch a little bit. I know it's so subtle, but I just think it makes a big difference. And then I still have that little letter glued to my finger, and we'll add that back underneath the dove. Oh my gosh, isn't this so pretty? I could think of so many people that I would want to send this card to. Big hugs for a good friend. We're going to add the other dove on the inside. I suppose you could put the letter there if you want. I'll leave it off because we've already delivered the letter. And then I'm going to add some bling, of course. So we're going to bring out the Hues of Blues flowers. These are so pretty. There are 4 different colors. We've got the darker blue, which is like Secret Sea, the Misty Moonlight, some Cloud Cover, and white. And I think for this card, I'm going to use the Cloud Cover and add 2 down here and 1 more up here in the corner. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I just love this bundle, the Peace on Earth bundle with the Peaceful Garden Suite. Yay or nay? Tell me what you think about this bundle and this suite. Do you have this yet? Is it on your wish list? I can't wait to see what Mom has created. Since we didn't film together, I actually have no idea what her card looks like, but I think you're going to want to check it out. I know this video was a little bit short, so you have a little bit of a break. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Hang on a second. We don't have a break yet. I need to tell you about Sunday Stamp Along. Next week, Mom and I are doing a Sunday Stamp Along, and I always have so much fun with these. I love stamping along with you guys. And so if you would like to join us, then you can get your cardstock and supplies ready to go using whatever you have at home. Now, Mom and I are going to be featuring the Gathering Together suite from the September online exclusives, but we encourage you to use whatever designer paper and stamps and everything that you have at home to create your own card right along with us. So next Sunday, that's going to be September 28th, Mom and I are going to have the special stamp along videos, and we've already filmed them. You're going to love them. The projects are so much fun. So here are the measurements for my card if you would like to participate and stamp with us. You're going to need a card base that's half a sheet of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, a designer paper piece that's 1.5 by 5. I'm using an embossed piece of cardstock that's 2 3/4 by 4, but you could potentially use another piece of designer paper there if you want, or just plain cardstock. An accent strip that's 1 by 3.5, a circle for the focal point. I'm using 2 3/8 inch, but you could substitute a different tag or shape if you'd like. And then I'm using 3/4 by 2 inch for my greeting, but of course, please adjust that as needed depending on your stamp image. All right, now we are ready to head over to Mom's channel and see what she has created with the Peaceful Garden Suite. I hope that you feel inspired by the card ideas that I shared today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and Mom's so you don't miss out on any future episodes of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. Thank you so much for watching with us today. Probably we're not going to be on the live chat because we are going to be celebrating Yvonne's birthday in Port all day. So it's going to be a busy day, but I just want to say thank you so much for being here and being part of our Sunday Stamping community. And I look forward to chatting with you and stamping with you next week. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.